Our attention spans have decreased, and many argue that technology, the internet, and social media are to blame. Social media itself is not the cause for our shortened attention spans, but with the design of many social sites, specifically Twitter, it is worsening our focus. Social media platforms have discovered a way to take advantage of our already lessened attention spans. If you take a step back from your device and analyze the concepts of some social platforms, you can clearly see that they have designed their services accordingly in order to attract users. Instagram has the concept that a picture is worth 1,000 words, trying to replace text with images. It also allows uploads of videos that are 60 seconds or less. Vine has the overall objective of creating videos less than 7 seconds. Then there's Twitter, who challenges us to create a message with 280 characters or less. Twitter is one of the top used social media applications, and once you learn its features while taking the average attention span into account, you will understand just why it is as popular as it is and how it is only hurting our attention span. Twitter is a microblogging and social media networking service on which users post and interact with messages known as tweets. Tweets were originally restricted to 140 characters, but the limit was doubled last year in 2017. In addition to posting tweets, you can also follow others on the platform to get their latest tweets in your Twitter feed or timeline. If someone follows you, your tweets will also appear in their feeds. Twitter has a feature where you can retweet other tweets that you find are amusing, relatable, or just take interest in. Some other features of Twitter are the name tag and DM. If you want to address the tweet to someone specific on Twitter, you type the @ and then their username. You can do the same with DMing or privately messaging someone. All of this can be done briefly. Say you DM a hot girl or boy shooting your shot.
12 seconds later.
You realize you missed your shot and tired of waiting for a response, so you move on to DMing the next hot babe. Twitter has created that ease for you to move on to something else quickly. According to a report from the National Endowment for the Arts, literature reading outside of work or school has been on a decline since 1982 when they began collecting data. Their data shows that only 43.1% of American adults read literature, and that data was collected in 2015. Imagine what that number shows now, since there has been a rapid decline from 1982. Literature pieces are known for its lengthy text that requires you to critically think and understand the message being conveyed. This is significant because it shows that Americans no longer have the patience to read long and dense text and would much rather read things from a spectrum of topics made up of 280 characters. And Twitter has evolved this feature around this fact. We live in a world now where everything must be brief or it will be ignored. In a 2015 study conducted by Microsoft Corporation, we now have an attention span of about 8 seconds before something else distracts us. From a test I conducted myself, it takes about 15 to 30 seconds to make a tweet if I already know exactly how I want to word my text without using all of the characters. It takes me a minute if I do use all of the characters. I found that it took me a minute and 18 seconds when I didn't know exactly how I wanted to word a tweet and without using all the characters. It took me 2 minutes when I didn't know how I wanted to word my tweet, nor without using all of the characters. I did not use pictures, GIFs, or images as my characters. While scrolling down my Twitter feed, it only took me all of 9 seconds to read 8 tweets. That's 8 different short stories read in 9 seconds. Twitter's design is just feeding our laziness and making it even more difficult for us to focus on one thing for longer periods of time. We are in an era where everything print is gradually transitioning to digital forms. Many believe social media, specifically Twitter, is an innovative way of sharing stories. I agree, but I also believe Twitter is making our attention span worse than what it already is. Twitter's design is just feeding us more ways not to focus. Its 280 character rule has captured our attention longer than a printed book has in years, and that is very concerning. The direction social sites and networking is taking us, the message will always be overlooked.